Namo Himalaya, everyone. I have a really beautiful message from Spirit and the ancestors, and they wanted to make sure that as you set sail into calmer waters, and I'm seeing that card in tarot as well, as you are moving into your calmer waters, they want you to remember to every day start your day with some sort of gratitude practice so that you can sit in a higher frequency of love and appreciation for where you have been, where you are going, what you have, and what Spirit and the ancestors are about to also bless you with, so that you don't energetically forget. Like, that was basically the first part of the message. But they're also saying that for a long time you may have felt like maybe you didn't have things to express gratitude for, and that was never the case. It just was a phase in your life when things felt really hard and that you didn't have the tools and the resources, the support in your life to be able to physically teach you, show you, help you how to remain grateful. But now that you've done your inner healing and you're continuing to move forward with an open heart, that now you can safely sit within your grace, and you can safely sit within your love, and you can safely sit within these new relationships that you have, or your restored marriage, like whatever it is that you have that has been, I'm getting like like I'm seeing, when people turn over a bed, like fresh linens, like things that have been changed, things that have been renewed for you. You can safely sit within that energy and express gratitude for it. And it's also a really beautiful way for you to say thank you to your ancestors, say thank you to the universe, cosmos, God, whatever you believe in. And there was also another part of the message that was about not bothering yourself anymore when it comes to the low frequencies of others. And they want to make sure that I explain this because they don't want you to slip into spiritual bypassing, which is like you use spirituality or other spiritual practices or your own spirituality to move away from healing and expect it to be solved. Because Spirit's also saying you learned that didn't work. And so are the ancestors. And the ancestors are also, saying like, we never did that. That is not how we practiced. They're saying that they don't want you to consume yourself with the ideas of the ego that you must consistently be on the defense all of the time, because Spirit and the ancestors, your guides, your angels, whether you work with fairies, like whatever it is, are there constantly protecting you. And so they want you to stay elevated, and they need you to stay elevated. And it doesn't mean that you don't talk about the things that need to be talked about in the world, right? As 144, as healers, as activists, you still are expected to talk about what needs to be healed. And I'm getting also that there was a tendency in the past, especially within sometimes certain spiritual practices, to ignore our earthly needs, your mundane needs, your day-to-day interactions based on, how you may present, right? And that is not what Spirit and ancestors want you to do. They want you to step into your purpose regardless of what that is, and be the front runner for change, for peace, for advocacy, but it must always start with you being grateful for what you have, so you come from a higher state of happiness and alignment, of love. I'm getting a lot of festival energy. So if you like festivals, if you like putting on events, go do that, or maybe like go to one. Like it feels like some people are contemplating doing that, either for the new year or like in January, or maybe it's something that you used to do. But they're saying like, don't be afraid to have fun, don't be afraid to go out into the world, don't be afraid to speak your truth when you powerfully need to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to share ancestor messages, even if they don't come out so hot, right? Because you are protected, you are led by spirit, and spirit always speaks the truth, and spirit is not afraid of helping you heal. But regardless, you start your day with gratitude, so you remember where you are, you remember who you are, you remember how far you've come, you remember the opportunities that you have in your life every single day, you remember that you have the grace to be able to wake up that day, you remember that for those of you that have access to water, you have sunshine, you have clothes, you have food, you have walls, you have a blanket. Like, these are things that you need to remember as you move forward. And it's very much so like, always remember to stay humble and then help other people as well, right? Like, it's not our jobs to make people feel insecure about things they may not have or whatever. Like, everybody has a purpose, everybody has a divine path. It's our jobs to elevate other community members. And so spirit just wants to make sure that you understand that going forward into this new year with this, new moon energy, with all of 2025, whether in partnership or not. And I feel like I'm gonna have a love like message coming out, because there has been a theme around that, especially around marriages, and I've been doing a lot of coaching within that space. So I know spirit has something that they want to share, and so do the ancestors. So allow yourself to experience new things in this phase of your life. But I wanted to share that with you because it felt really grounding, really calm, really open, but to still be mindful about your healing work, still be mindful about the impact on others, still be mindful that you are a steward and a protector of land. You are a protector of ancestral practices. You are a protector of your lineage. You are a protector of those around you. So don't be afraid. Like, this is from the ancestors. Don't be afraid to help people correct their behavior. That is how the ancestor energy continues to move forward. That is why we look up to elders for information on how things were done before, whether it's going to be passed down or not, or if it's things we need to learn from so we don't pass it down, right? There are many ways to look at it, but always start with love, always start with gratitude. And I just wanted to share that with you all today. I'm really excited to see all of you at 11 a.m. Pacific for our beautiful Claire and spiritual development class, but also it's a special class because we're going to do some moon things that I'm really excited about, and a special meditation as well. So I'm sending you all lots of love, lots of hugs. If you're not in this one, be sure to go to the ones later this week. It's going to be a really good time, and it's just amazing energy to set your intentions before the new year and going into the new year. So lots of love, lots of blessings. Namo Himalaya, and I will talk